Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the three P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. Welcome back to The Patty Show, everybody. Woohoo! Yeah! Oh! Yeehaw! Studio audience. Yeehaw! Shout out to studio audience, man. Y'all just keep getting better and better. Welcome back to The Patty Show, y'all. We're on episode 22. That's insane to say.
22 episodes.
22. Season 3. So that's crazy. Season 2 flew by. Season 1. We're so grateful to be here in the new year. It's January, so we're super blessed to be here, man. Our episode today, we're going to focus on pleasure, our second P, prioritizing well-being. You know, but before we start our episode, I just want to recap the last episode 21. Shout out to my boy, Barry Gray, you know, our golfing master, all that stuff, meditation, and all the good vibes. Thanks for bringing all the good energy. And, Capital one day you're going to sponsor us. What's in your wallet? There we go. Isn't that the caption? It's like,
what's in your wallet? Yeah.
What's in your wallet? Capital One. If you get it, that's the last episode. Find us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere at Patty Show Podcast. Personal website, pattysetiatti.com/podcast, and then pattyshow.podbean.com. And of course, guys, I'm not here alone, y'all. Today, for episode 22, I have a legendary person right next to me. This is actually his lovely crib. We'll break it down in a little bit. But joining me for this episode on pleasure, he is the Prince of Lebanon. Yes. He bench presses 50 camels on each chest. He is my day one that can always bring the best vibe ever and eat unlimited sushi. This guy's crazy. We're up to my brother, Ali. Ali.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Studio audience. Woo! Studio audience.
Ooh,
Bro,
thank you.
Thanks for coming in today, man. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Can't believe it took 22 episodes for me to finally get you, but we are here. But before we start off, could you give a little self-intro, background, passions, where we met, and anything else that share, my man? Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just happy to be here, seeing my day one homie here, Patrick Setiatti. So as Patty said, I'm the king or prince of Lebanon.
Yes, sir.
Not king yet. I got to overthrow a couple people. But
that's the T.
camel's my favorite animal. I was born in the desert like 25 years ago. And
you were born in Lebanon, right?
Yeah, I was born in Lebanon.
What city exactly?
Beirut.
Shout out Beirut.
In the Beirut desert.
And the hummus and bro.
Yeah.
This is a little tangent, but this is quick flowers to mom. I remember that one time we had that, what is it called? Cultural potluck?
Yep.
Man, that hummus, best in the world. Shout out to mom. I don't know what magic she did, bro. She blessed it. It was delicious, bro.
It's just that Lebanese in us, man. You got some Lebanese in you too. Don't worry.
Oh, one day I'll find out in my DNA test.
But yeah, born in Lebanon in the deserts of Beirut. Came here when I was 2 years old, and lived in the U.S. ever since. Grew up in Connecticut.
Yes, sir. Shout out CT.
Fairfield, Connecticut is where I grew up. Went to Fairfield University where I met this lovely gentleman. He was my kind of my RA equivalent for commuter students. We commuted the first year.
Yeah.
And the way me and Patty met was kind of magical, very sensational. I'll keep it PG. I'll keep it that way for now. But it was a good time, and ever since then we've been boys. And
it's been how long now? When I think about it,
we met 2017. So
yeah, bro. Like,
what is that? That's 7 years.
Shit, so 8 years.
7, 8 years. Yeah,
it's crazy. He keeps it PG the story because, well, I can expand a little bit on it. But yeah, so I was an RA for the commuters. If you guys don't know, because we have some international audience.
Yes, we do.
RA, resident assistant. So basically like a student leader for all the college students, which is a tough job. I can't lie to you. He also became an RA eventually.
Following Patty's footsteps.
You know?
I just want to be like you.
Thank you, man. I'm trying to be like you with your beard because I can't grow.
I want to be like you. Maybe I'll get those eyes.
There we go. One day always. We're going to talk about that one eventually. Beautiful eyes. But yeah, so I was the first intro thing, he comes to this thing called the commuter social or something.
Orientation?
Orientation, yeah. With my boy Julio. He was also my partner in crime, trying to get him. Shout out to Julio. Our Peruvian brother right there. I'm a goofball. Y'all know I'm an entertainer. I let down my hair. and I do some crazy moves, and
Yeah, that hair, man.
it's still long. But before I used to have like remember I had the balls on the
Yeah,
side.
you'd get like a skin fade,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, skin fade, like
yeah.
any type of fade really, and then just had the top knot, but now I grew it all out, and here we are, man. But I appreciate you again, bro. Thanks
Hell
for
yeah,
coming,
man. I'm
bro.
just happy to see you.
It
Happy to
is
be
crazy,
here.
bro. Like now I think about it, it was 7, 8 years since that moment, and we've been through a lot of ups and downs,
Yeah, Fairfield.
heartbreaks.
Heartbreaks,
man.
relationships,
This is my
different
okay. Ready?
cities.
Flower section again. I don't know if that's a sound effect, but bro, bottom of my heart, man, I appreciate you for always being there, having my back from all the different relationship stuff, man.
Yeah,
Always taking care of me when you could, man. Whenever, I mean, even like the simple things of this guy, man. When my dad didn't have the car, he just picked up my dad and our boy Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. We got you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Just took them out for like dinner, bro.
Yeah, we had dinner. Yeah,
like
yeah.
this man, he has our back, man. He was always nice to my brother Dylan. He's in pilot school now, bro.
I saw him at the gym a couple months ago.
Really, bro?
A selfie. Yeah, yeah.
He got bigger, right?
Bro, he's big. His ears are pierced too, right?
Yeah, he's like a new man, bro. Because you knew him when he was like a little.
Yeah, we saw Aquaman, bro, back in 2018.
Oh my god, bro! Shout out to that
Aquaman. Yeah.
He was also on the podcast too. Not Aquaman, but I mean, Aquaman's on the podcast.
Yeah.
But bro, he always asks about you all the time, so he's really grateful.
Man, where's he going to pilot school?
Near like the Sikorsky area in Stratford, actually, bro.
Oh, really? Good for him.
That over there. But he's been doing a lot.
Being from the Middle East, I know a lot about planes, so.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I do.
See, this is what I love. He always understands. Only he can say it because I can't say it. You know, it's just like if Jan is here, he can say some stuff, and it's just we can't.
Jan can say whatever comes to his mind, and we know that man has a big mind.
Yes, big mind. He always says the wildest stuff. Shout out to him. He's in Ivory Coast. I think he's enjoying life over there with his girl Danica, which was also she was on the podcast actually. Yeah, bro. So shout out to her. She was on season 2. So I'm just grateful. Season 3, we have a lot of good vibes, and bro, you've grown a lot, honestly. Now when I think about it, more flower section to you, more fun.
Woo.
Bro, you've been hustling, man. Because like you originally were, what did you major in exactly?
I was politics,
right? And then you ended up picking up a job in traveler
insurance,
right?
Yeah. So I was politics, and then sophomore, junior, I picked up economics. I was like, I need to, make money.
Double major,
Double major, yeah. And then I went right into insurance. That's what I've been ever since. And yeah, we hustled, man, through COVID. Yeah, we were both COVID classes. You were more so, and then COVID was wild.
It was tough, bro. But for you, man, shout out to you because you really like pivoted so well, bro. Because this guy was doing all the RA stuff, double major, right? You said double major, and you're already like getting ready for the what's that law?
Oh, test? The LSAT. Yeah,
He was already practicing all that. Had a girlfriend at the time. Was balancing so much things. Like oldest sibling, right?
I'm the oldest.
Sibling, yeah. So like dealing with all that,
just like you, bro.
Yeah, man, but
I'm
it's not
following your footsteps.
Bro, we locked in, bro. But it's always nice to have that circle of people like the days I feel lazy, bro. I know you're hustling out there. So
hey, man, it's you gotta hustle, but some lazy days are good.
So finding the balance, But this guy, I'm telling you, I remember. Another good memory I just thought of. I remember the Super Bowl party, bro.
Yeah,
at your place in
where was that? North Haven.
North Haven, yeah. You lived in North Haven and Hartford, right?
I lived in North Haven. I moved to Hartford for 6 months, and now I'm in the center of the universe.
There we are. And a little mini tour. We got a little.
Yeah.
I don't know what that painting is.
I have no idea what that is, but it looks nice though. It's like red.
Looks inspirational. The great lighting. Yeah. Shout out to our producer. He's over there somewhere. I don't know what our producer's doing. He's probably chilling. But yeah, man, you were doing a lot of stuff. He visited me in LA. Actually, that was the last time I saw you.
Yeah, February. Yeah,
February 2024.
Yeah, this year. Yeah.
2024. Yeah, we're recording this before New Year. Spoiler, y'all. Sorry. But bro, that was also such a great time. Thanks for bringing the good energy, you and Lucario.
Yeah, man, thanks for being there. It was good to see you. Squid Games, and then just a good time hanging out with you, your brother's girlfriend, and all your friends out there.
Bro, it was fun, man. Because I don't know, I kind of needed that little pick me up because that was my first.
Yeah, you were there for like
months.
3-4 months.
Yeah, a couple months, and it was like.
And speaking of hustling, you were hustling. You still are hustling.
Thanks, man. I try, man. It's like I said, I'm inspired by the homies. I'm trying to get out the hood.
Yeah.
Being the oldest of 6 kids in total, bro.
Right.
It's tough, but it's nice having people that are in your corner, like this man, Ali, man. It's crazy how I have you on the 22nd episode of this show, but you've always supported me from the beginning, man. From the podcast when I first started it, and even when I had my other podcast with Akbar. Shout out to Akbar.
Oh yeah,
back then radio show in college, bro.
WVOF,
yeah, bro. You've always supported me too, man. Because you also had a little radio show too, right?
I did.
What was that one called again?
It's called The Sweep. It's politics, though. So
Politics,
don't look
yeah.
it up because I said some controversial things.
Yeah, we're not gonna look that up. Don't worry. I wasn't on it because I would have said some wild stuff.
Yeah, it happens, man.
But you were. I now remember now. Didn't you definitely called in to the?
I think I called in a couple times to mess around with you.
He did it. You know, I forgot.
Is it recorded?
Yeah.
Can we ever? I want to listen.
I think I gotta find the episode on Spotify. It's the DAE show. Does anyone else?
Yeah.
If y'all find it on Spotify, look for the episode. I don't know. Remember which one it is. Somewhere in between.
I probably called into all of them, bro.
Bro, you called into a lot. I'm not gonna lie, because I heard. Because guys, how could you not recognize that voice? Even if you do like a, what's your prank call voice? Give me your prank call voice, bro. Wait, I'm gonna close my eyes. Pretend.
I don't know if it's PG though. Is it PG or what?
He's gonna say something wild. He's gonna get canceled right now.
Get canceled.
He's gonna get canceled right here. No, the one that you did was like a.
Middle Eastern?
Yeah. You're like,
hey, Patty. Or
yeah. So then I was like, this is definitely.
I got a review because I have a couple voices.
Yeah, he has a lot, guys. We might have to put that on the Patreon. So if you want to support. Oh, speaking of, where can we find you on your socials, my man?
You can find me on Instagram at Lebanese Ali, LeBaneseali.
Shout out
Basically
to that.
Lebanese Ali, except I switched it around. Lebanese Ali.
There we go.
It was taken. You know?
It was it's always tough. Luckily, Patty Show Podcast was not taken, so follow us on Instagram, TikTok.
If it was, we'd make it untaken.
Absolutely, man. That's how we do it. We just take things by force.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's what we do in the Middle East.
It's what I learned in the desert. With my 50 camels.
Absolutely. And you've been back to Lebanon, though, right?
Yeah, I went back in 2022.
How many times have you gone back, though, by the way, bro? I forgot to ask.
Okay, so I'll tell you, 2003, 2006, 2009, 2018, 2022. So not that many, but probably more. Like, there was a big stretch.
Yeah. So
I want to go back every year or so.
That's awesome, bro. And you're a dual citizen?
I'm a dual citizen.
We love that. Shout out to Lebanon. I wish I could be a dual citizen for Indonesia, bro, but
you can't do it because of because of Indonesia. Right?
Yeah, the reason is Indonesia. They're like, I love Indonesia, but like, come on now,
yeah, that's strict. Yeah,
like if I had to pick one, I'm picking U.S. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, absolutely.
Yeah, the passport's just stronger.
I love the deserts in Lebanon, but you know,
I'm grateful to be here.
In New York City, you know
of course, streets in New York. Do you like it living in New York, by the way, man?
I love New York City. I want the camera to see this. I want to be buried here in the Upper East Side by Carl Schurz Park. Bury me there.
Heard you. Where's that? Over there on this side?
Yeah, it's walk out of my apartment, take a right, and keep going straight.
Oh well, we got to visit that apartment then, right there, man. Yeah. You guys remember that? We're gonna episode 22.
Bury me there.
We're gonna quote that honestly, because you don't want to get buried in Lebanon though, like.
Nah,
maybe half of your body.
It depends, you know. I want to be buried. My mom made a good point. Like when I asked her, I was like, "Do you want to be buried in the U.S. or do you want to be buried in Lebanon?" She said, "I want to be buried wherever you can visit me." So I said, "Okay." You know, I don't know if I want to be buried in Lebanon. You know what I mean? All my friends and family are here, so I kind of want to be buried in the U.S. I think right now, but you know, what's to stop me from saying, you know, I get married, have some kids. You know, maybe my life is in Lebanon. Maybe it's here.
That's true.
Yeah. So I don't know. What about you? Where do you want to be buried? Bridgeport, Connecticut.
The city of broken dreams. I don't know. I don't think Bridgeport. To be honest with you, it depends. I think because, like you mentioned, bro, like I love traveling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess it depends on also like my wife and the family where I end up wanting to stay a lot. Because I do love Sweden a lot, but
yeah, we know you love Sweden.
I love Sweden. Shout out to all my Swedish people out there. You know who you are.
Yeah. They know who you are too.
Yeah, of course. But honestly, I don't know. Indonesia would be cool too, but maybe somewhere in the U.S. or become ashes or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question because I don't know. Probably here.
I feel like it would make sense, right?
Yeah, here. Grew up here. Lived my whole life here.
And you're living the dream, bro, in the city of dreams, right here in New York City,
baby, Manhattan. You know?
You're locked in though, man, because you're working the 9 to 5 kind of thing.
I'm a corporate life. Yep. I'm bring value to the shareholders every day. I wake up.
There we go.
I'm like, even when I'm asleep, I'm like, how can I bring value?
Absolutely. Are you trying to get back to law school stuff?
Yeah. So I took a little bit of a break, but gonna get back right into it. And I go back and forth if I want to apply or not. And I think I made the decision that I want to apply. You know?
Hey man, well, you know I'm proud of you, man. You keep doing amazing things, bro.
I want to be like you, man.
Man, one day we'll just be one blob. The arigato.
Yeah, man, we'll be Indonesian together.
That'll be a fun time. You gotta go to Indonesia soon, bro.
I'm down, bro. I'm so down.
Yeah, but then you probably find your wife over there, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know, man.
He's a loyal Muslim
I'm
man,
a
though.
loyal Muslim man, man. I'm off the
So
market.
yeah, so that's gonna be tough to find a
Yeah.
wife there. But you can still go to the mosque. So there's like a good vibe over there.
We
Everyone
can,
will love you.
pray there. You know what I mean? I can, keep me away from the airport and airplanes, and we should have a good time. You know what I mean?
This guy's so
FBI, if you're watching this,
FBI,
I might be joking, and I might not be.
yeah. Let's hope he's joking, But that's thank you again, bro. I appreciate you for having me
Absolutely.
here and being on the show, bro. Like I said, welcome to the Past Show, everybody. We're gonna talk a little bit today about pleasure, actually. His favorite P word, because he likes to have a lot of pleasure.
After Patty.
Oh yes, of course.
First word is Patty.
First word is Patty. Next one's pleasure. So our first talking point today, my man, redefining pleasure. All right. So, my man, our first question for you is: how can we incorporate more pleasure and joy into our daily routines? I know we're both busy guys. Corporate world is crazy. How do you incorporate more pleasure and joy into that daily routine, man?
Yeah, it's a good question because this is something that I kind of struggle with, and I think after post college, it's kind of hard because I think growing up, you're like, you got hobbies, you have things you like to do. You kind of grow out of them, right?
True.
Like, growing up, I used to love playing video games, right? And that was my pleasure. And you could do, you go to school and you play video games after. That was the schedule, that was the routine. Get your homework done. Now with working, kind of you work about 9 to 5, right? And obviously hit the gym, which is a form of pleasure,
Absolutely,
right there. I think the way I view it is like, how can you hit two birds? How can you hit two birds with one stone, right? With that cliche, right? Like, go to the gym, you work out. It's good for you. It's healthy, and then it's also pleasurable. If it's it's not pleasurable for everyone.
For everyone,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah. So I think you got to balance it in a way of how can I make this one thing count as two, right? Like because you only got 24 hours in a day. You're sleeping 8 hours, and so I think that's one way to think about it. Another way is just like it's about balance. The way I look at it like week by week, right? Like, or maybe I got a busy week, Monday through Thursday, I'm grinding. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes, and then that's when I'm like, okay,
you can put a little bit off the gas, kind of,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say because then it's like what do you find to be pleasure?
Because everyone is different. And funny you mentioned that video games, y'all. If you can, well, you guys can't see it, but he has you got the GameCube bro over there, like the
controllers? Yeah, we got the controllers. We got we use it on the Switch. We got PS5, the Wii.
Yeah, he's the
whole setup.
Where'd you get the PS5, by the way, bro?
That's Chris's PS5. Mine is in my room.
Okay. Where'd you get your PS5?
I don't know. You already know. I'm not. Dangerous gamer playing.
Patreon. You'll find out eventually.
Exclusive content. Let's go on the internet.
Let's just say he got it because of a meme. That's all we can tease.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, I mean, we play video games with our neighbors all the time. That's why I love New York City.
Oh, you have a lot of the neighbors playing games.
We're friends with the neighbors next door.
Oh,
no, like they come over. We play like Mario Party.
Oh, nice. Bro, Mario Party I used to love that.
Yeah. Incorporate pleasure. It's tough to say. You gotta take it day by day, and you got to make time for it. You know what I mean?
I think the time, bro. I'm glad you mentioned that. For me, I used to love playing video games too, bro. Like Pokemon, all the Asian ones, of course. And
not surprised.
Yeah, of course, and all the cheap ones. I used to rent. You ever did Blockbuster or Hollywood movies, bro?
No, but not a Blockbuster.
You know Hollywood Videos?
No,
it wasn't fair. There was one in Fairfield,
really?
bro. So literally, you rent.
You're an unk, bro.
I know, bro. I'm like 1 year old.
I'm
everyone said that, bro. I got no kids, but. It's like you rent out the video games, bro. Me and my cousins, what we used to do is just rent them out and swap it, and then swap it again. It was just, man, it was just simple days. Now it's it's hard as ghetto. Adult life is ghetto, y'all. So if you're young over there,
adult life sucks because it's well, I don't want to say it sucks because there's a lot of benefits to it, and life is great, life is good.
Of course.
You always remind yourself that, but
absolutely.
Growing up, you're always like, oh my God, pleasure. I need money to have pleasure. I want to go to the grocery store and buy all the candy I want, all the chips, all the video games I want. And then, you become an adult and you get money. It's just do I even
it's
want
not
to
all
spend
that.
This money anymore? Yeah, it's not all that at all. Because when you're a kid, you're walking through a grocery store, you're like, oh my God, look at all these chips, candy.
Yeah.
I was just be a fat kid too. You know what I mean?
Bro, this guy, speaking of that sushi thing, remember with Lucario, bro?
Oh, yeah, Lucario. Bro, you had no chance, bro. You kept going, man. Lucario. You're good at one thing, Lucario, and that's not sushi. I can tell you that.
For context, we went to an all-you-can-eat sushi place at was it New Haven or
somewhere
Orange?
in Connecticut, Stratford?
Maybe?
I don't know.
No, I think somewhere around that area.
Yeah.
But it's literally all you can eat. You can get all the appetizers, edamame, the yakitori, dumplings, all that, whatever. these brothers right here. You guys did a contest, kind of like
Yeah,
pound for
we were
pound,
just
essentially.
eating. We were just eating. Lucario, was talking.
He was
And
talking his smack, thinking he could eat more
yeah,
than the
yeah. I don't
Prince of
know.
Lebanon over here.
I don't know if he was trying to impress like someone or something. I don't know if it was there. Probably nothing there, but he just kept eating and he was a big boy, man. I just went to the gym and I was hungry and we kept going. I think they got mad at us. They told us like, "You still want more?"
Yeah, because
I think we were there for like 2 hours.
we were there for a while.
We definitely ran up their food costs for that month.
Yeah, because also I forgot how much it was, but you definitely ordered double the amount.
We ate a lot. I think we were like we had to fit it all in.
Do you have any tips on people that want to do like the buffet and make the most out of it? Because you had like a black hole, bro. To be honest with you, I don't know how he kept eating, y'all. Like he just kept going in his mouth.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, he kept going in.
Yeah, I got practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's different because how long ago? That was a couple years ago. Now I'm 25, and like I feel like my stomach's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be a bigger guy back then, and yeah. I mean, any advice? I mean, honestly, what I do now is just eat slow. Like you know what I mean? Like eat slow, let it digest, and then your stomach will make room.
Mm.
And honestly, just shove it down. You know what I mean?
Just put it down the
Just do
throat.
it. Yeah. You might go into food coma. You might not make it out alive, but win is a win, and better luck next time, Lucario.
Hey man, that's crazy, man. Well, at least you got some pleasure after that, because
Pleasure. Food is pleasure, right? Like
can
it's
be
another
pleasure.
way.
There you go.
Two birds, with one stone. You got to eat. You might as well eat good food.
Absolutely.
Cook. You got to cook.
What's your favorite food besides Lebanese food now?
You know me. I'm not picky. I eat everything but pork.
Yeah,
Pork.
halal.
That's haram. Pork is haram.
You gotta eat halal type over here.
So, favorite food. I feel like Mexican is a good one to go to. Right?
Oh, okay.
I regret saying that because I saw that look in his eyys.
He loves Mexican.
Mexican
Since day
food.
one, he's always loved Mexican.
American food. I mean, American for burgers, a nice burger,
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
hot dog. We used to call Patty the glizzy gobbler back in college. And
Oh yeah, and we taught you the taco scrambler. I remember,
the
the taco scrambler.
yeah.
Yeah, you remember the good times,
Yeah,
you know?
Patty was also the egg roll eater.
Yes, yes, of course.
Chinese food is good. I like everything, man. I don't know, like second favorite food, like honestly, it has to be a burger.
Yeah, you like the American stuff. Very simple. Very simple.
You put some meat, some cheese, some tomato, lettuce, onion.
Is that like your perfect burger? What's a good burger in New York, bro? For example, any recommendations? Shout out to anyone over there.
JG Melon.
Is that grocery store?
No, it's a restaurant, cash only.
Whoa, you know it's good, when it's cash
good.
only, you know
it's good. It's overrated, but it's good.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Everyone thinks it's the best burger in the city. It's not the best burger.
What's the best burger then?
I don't know. I've yet to explore. But
okay.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's definitely better than like most burgers.
It's top tier.
It's top. It's top. It's like I'd say like low top tier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's like kind of just got over like the top medium. That's a good place. Cash only. Service sucks though. You'd be waiting for a long time for your food. I went there with my brother when he came to visit.
Yeah. Oh, how is your brother, by the way, bro?
He's good, man. He's just grinding in college. He does like Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Bro, I gotta get back into the MMA stuff.
Yeah,
so cool.
he's big into that.
Wait, how old is he now, bro?
21.
He's grown too, bro. I remember seeing him.
When
what was it?
Yeah.
Remember we were playing tennis that time?
Yeah.
Tennis and basketball?
Yeah.
I biked up the hill. You remember this, bro?
Yeah.
It was like, what was it, a year after COVID or something like that? I remember I was biking up the hill, and then I'll meet y'all up over there, and we're just playing tennis, yo. It's the randomest thing. Yeah. Tennis and a little bit of basketball and just vibing, bro. So it's always nice. Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, it was good.
He's studying what now?
Like management marketing. So
man, my fault, big man.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. He'll be like you. Yeah, he's grinding. Yeah, he's good with that. He's good with that, with fitness, and wakes up early in the morning, goes to bed. He puts a fan next to his head, like when he sleeps, like just to cool him off. It helps him. He puts a pillow underneath his feet to elevate the blood flow. I don't know. This dude's on some voodoo stuff.
Bro, he's like a samurai or something. But he's he's a warrior, bro.
He's got something. I don't know. Maybe he's seeing someone. I don't know. Someone's
maybe,
bro.
I mean, that's usually
footsteps, man.
Yeah, my man Lucario. You're gonna be on the show soon, man. You're falling in love over here without us. But no, I love when all my homies are in love. So that's I'm grateful that you found your girl, and then you guys are happy.
Yeah, I mean, I just started dating her a couple weeks ago.
Awesome. Shout out to her. Shout
out. You know who you are.
You know who you are. Yeah, we don't want to say too many names.
Don't want to say too much.
Too many names. You gotta keep confidential.
Yeah,
because maybe the wrong person looks at that. I did. like someone else?
There's someone else. Right,
we
right.
won't say
We
because
won't
that's
say
for the
I got a lot of enemies. You know what I mean? Coming from the Middle East. You know what I mean? The FBI, CIA.
You're crazy.
You know,
You're
Biden's after
yeah.
me. Yeah, man. No pleasure. You know, relationships. That's pleasurable. Hanging out with the homeboys. You know, doing this right now. This is pleasure.
Yeah, man. I'm having a lot of
Fun
fun, man.
time,
I'm
yeah.
grateful that you have me in this wonderful space, man,
Yeah.
for the Pleasure Palace couch over here.
This couch, man.
Has
Good time.
it's gonna have a lot of history eventually.
Oh
We're gonna have
yeah.
a fun time
Yeah,
this weekend.
you're like the latest version of the couch on it, man.
Well, it's gonna be a fun time because we got more episodes to do, man.
Yeah.
But man, thanks for sharing about the how you implement it into your routines. I kind of want to expand on that a little bit more on the second talking point. But self care, man, practicing self care. You know, we went to a Jesuit school. Shout out to the Jesuits. Was it one of them like? What was one of the values? But I can't really remember.
Magis, Cure Palace, Men and Women for
others,
Others,
mind, body, and spirit.
Mind, Body, and Spirit. I don't know what the
And-
fifth one is. Cure Personalis. Did we say that already?
Yeah, I think the cure personality is like care for the whole person or something.
Yeah.
So there you go, like self care.
Yeah.
So this talking point, my question for you is, man, what are some simple yet effective self care practices for managing stress and anxiety?
Yeah. I mean, I think the number one that comes to mind is like just breathing. You gotta breathe. I think so many people like freak out and they don't realize, hey, keep a couple deep breaths. Just know that anxiety is a temporary state. If you have a panic attack, it's temporary. You're gonna come down eventually, right? Like it's a matter of when, not a matter of if. You just take a couple deep breaths.
Yeah.
Like I think people forget, like, you know, take a couple deep breaths, walk, get some sunlight, you know, sit down, right? If you're feeling dizzy, if you're feeling anxious, just sit down. You know what I mean? Drink some water. That's a big thing is breathing. Meditation, right? I've been doing a couple meditation. Yeah.
Nice.
Insight timer.
Bro, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you walk me through a quick one, like a meditation that you do, like a 10-second one?
I do guided meditations.
That
so
also
like,
it's on the phone.
So it's on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, you know, there's one. Pull up my phone right now.
Yeah. What is it? Is it also like breath work too, or
there's it's all breathing. It's kind of just like being mindful. So like, let's see. We got breathing meditation by Jack Cornfield.
Oh, okay.
It's a good one. It's like 9 minutes, so easy. There's
9 minutes. Wow, bro. I don't know if I can do that, bro.
There's one called Feeling the Sensations of the Body. This one is 23 minutes. It's not my favorite one, but yeah. And then another one that I like to do is one thing I do to help me with anxiety and stress is instead of listening to music at the gym, I listen to theta waves.
You said what?
Theta waves.
What is a theta wave?
I can play it if you want.
What? But give me a description.
Theta
of a
wave
theta
is
wave.
like kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like sounds and like noises, like waves. Think of waves hitting the ocean. That's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. All I know is my therapist told me about it.
Like shout out to therapy, yo.
Yeah, go to therapy, guys. If you're a guy, get to therapy.
Oh, absolutely.
I go like once a month, and it's freaking great.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? I PG.
He loves that out. Yeah, no, I got you. The theta waves got him a little.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing too. I mean, whenever I felt pretty anxious end of last year, for whatever reason, a lot going on in the world. And being Lebanese, you know, shout out Lebanon.
Yeah,
shout out to all my brothers and sisters out there. Yeah, I mean, jumped into that, and therapist is great. He's some older guy. He's like 79, so he's an unk. He's wisdom. He's got some.
Is that an online kind of therapy or what?
Yeah, it's through Zoom, and I mean, at this point, I don't know if I really need it. I don't think I've needed it for a couple months. Just like, hey, like talk. He's got some. So yeah, breathing. And that's a big one. Breathing. Theta waves. You know, look up theta waves. Like, you know, it's good. Keeps you relaxed.
So theta waves, is it like, you know, like they have white noise?
It's kind of like white noise.
Similar?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's similar to that.
So theta waves would be, they're not white noise, but it's similar. So
it's like, think of like waves hitting the ocean, like rainforest noises. Like
it's like a background noise.
Yeah,
thing,
it's
right?
like, but they're called. I don't know why they're called theta waves.
That's weird. So is there like a beta waves?
I have no idea.
Shout out to all the betas.
That's
Stop
for you
playing.
to find out.
Alpha waves.
Yeah, I mean, you breathing, man. I think it's the biggest
That's
thing.
one of the key things, huh? Harnessing that breath.
Breathing, working out too. I mean, I've gone through a couple weeks. Unfortunately, I haven't worked out because just busier, like traveling.
But also, remember that time when this guy tore his pec?
I did tear my pec.
And
Yeah,
that's when Super Bowl party too. Around that.
Yeah,
time,
I tore my pec.
Walk me through that whole process, bro. Like,
I was a bigger guy. I loved lifting heavy weights.
You were benching. How much was that? Was like
300 pounds.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was like yeah. So I was a big guy. I could deadlift 500, squat 405, and then
You take
bench.
steroids, bro?
No, I'm gonna just eat, bro. Hey, man, if you want to lift, mass moves mass. That's the best advice someone gave me.
That's true, man.
Just eat a lot and push.
He's a scientist, yeah.
No, literally. Yeah, I tore my pec because I was going. It's like my third chest day of the week.
The third?
Yeah, I
day?
was trying to hit 315. I was like, I have to hit 315. Yeah, and like I was just being stupid. I felt people always you always see those memes on TikTok. It's like you feel that shoulder pain. So that was me. I felt that shoulder pain. In fact, it was chest pain. I felt it was shoulder pain, and so I was just stretching, and it was painful. And started benching, and then second rep. Oh, not even second rep. It was second set, first rep. It was and went down and immediate snap, and it was not painful though. It was not painful,
bro.
It was freaky.
Bro, I feel it on mine. I'm like,
my biggest piece of advice, as someone who's an amateur but who's been lifting for a long time, if you ever feel something in your body that feels off, stop lifting, or stop working out that muscle. Just don't take the chance. You know what I mean? Because then your body's sore. A lot of things happen. Dude, I should have just listened to my body that day and not have.
Oh my god, bro!
I was good. No surgery needed. I was out for a couple months, and then I slowly back in. And I've never benched that heavy again because I did lose some weight. I did cut, and I don't think I ever want to bench that heavy again either. But 225, 255.
Yeah.
Went back up there and
and it was on the left side, right side?
Yeah, my left side. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
You
where my heart is. So broken heart,
broken heart, man. He was a broken heart. Yeah. He has the PS4. I mean PS5.
PS5, yeah.
With the broken heart, it's okay though.
It's okay. I was playing Fortnite all day.
Absolutely.
But I still went to the gym, hit the legs. But yeah, breathing, that helped me manage the stress. Journaling, I did some journaling.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, okay. I haven't done it in months, but I did some journaling for about
just blank journaling or like what was it?
Whatever was on my mind. I think of mind, what was stressing me out, but yeah, it was like, a page or so. I don't think I've journaled those since like August.
So when you journal, for example, I know because I've had a lot of people that talked about journaling. Yeah. For you, what's your approach? Do you have like no prompt at all and you just write it? Or is there like
I just write it, yeah. I don't even know prompt. Usually probably some of the same subjects, goals, aspirations, and all that. Whatever comes to mind. And a lot of if you're it helps you manage your anger. Actually, I feel like.
Really,
yeah. If you're ever angry and you start journaling, it feels good.
Man, I might need that, man. I got some.
Yeah, you got a lot of pressure. Someone help this man out.
I know for a lot of pressure. Yeah, pressure
P,
right there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that begins with P that Patty needs.
Exactly. There's a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot.
you know. But for just going back to that journaling thing, man. Have you ever done the journaling and showed someone else, or do you just keep it to yourself?
I keep it to myself because I feel like if I show it to someone, the idea of showing it to someone's in my head, and I might not always be honest and truthful with what I journal, because then it's like someone could read it, right? I would not want anyone to read what I have in that journal.
Man, what you write on that, bro?
Because it's just a lot of like I said, it's a wave of a lot of angry emotions in that journal. Just about day-to-day life, and nothing crazy, nothing like to scare anyone off, but it's like private moments, the way you feel, and you journal it and you never read it again. I've never read them again.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I like that take, bro, because
just let it out. You know what I mean? Let it exist in the pages and only in the pages, and then walk away from it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool that you do it in that approach. Cause I've heard of that approach. I've heard some people share the journals, and some people have books. What is it called? With different prompts. I know Lucario and our boy Barry. They have the Stoic journal. Yeah.
Stoicism.
So it's they have a prompt and then they write it out. We talked about it on the last episode. So it's cool that you're doing the one that's the free form one.
Yeah, mine is complete free form. Yeah. It's whatever on my mind. I put the date, I put the time,
and that's it.
I'm boom. And
have you tried one with the prompt before?
I haven't. I'd be down to try it, but
I might have to try that too. Actually, I'm curious because I've done the free form one because you can honestly do it anywhere. You could even do it on your notes app.
Yeah, I have it on my notes app too. You don't have your journal handy, and a lot of emotions in it, man.
Man, he's letting out. I appreciate you for sharing, man. Mr. Vulnerable over here.
Yeah, of course, you gotta be vulnerable, guys. It's okay.
Absolutely.
You can be a scary man, whatever you want, but let it down, man.
Absolutely, the journaling. And you also mentioned you talked about your certain goals. Any goals you want to share out there? You want to manifest into the world, my man, to the Patty Show, to the audience?
Goals. I mean, law school. That's the number one. Shout out to everyone who I've talked to about for the last couple of years. I've probably been talking about it for the longest time. I'm trying to get it done, guys. I'm trying.
He got it, yo. We're gonna
I
hold you
promise. I
accountable.
promise.
We
I
got you
promise.
locked
I
in,
promise.
bro. We got you.
You just procrastinate. Things happen, big life events. You get stressed out, and
Absolutely.
then you're just working your job, making money, and that gets in the way. But
It does.
that's a big one. Um, I think also just like continuing to manage anxiety, stress. I mean, I was never an anxious person up until probably like a year and a half ago.
Mm.
I'm not an anxious person now, but like definitely a lot more anxious because world events. I stay off the news. You know, we mentioned my politics podcast. I would never do that at this moment right now because the news is stressful.
It
A
is,
lot of
man.
bad stuff in the world, and you just gotta be gentle with yourself, and you gotta take a break.
It
So
is tough, bro. I'm glad that you mentioned the whole news cycle.
yeah,
One of these projects I was working on, like we were doing research for like different countries and whatnot, and that you don't realize how much like bad news there is. Like you look up Greece news,
yeah,
it's like headlines for not like
yeah,
great beaches. It's like, oh, someone just got shot because
yeah,
like it's great in
yeah.
Greece. I'm like, bro, aren't people happy in Greece? Like you don't. The whole world is kind of a wild time, honestly. I'm grateful that we're alive and like all our friends and family. Shout out to y'all, y'all doing great. But it is crazy. That's why, me personally too, man. I've been trying to
Well,
limit my
you
news
flag
consumption.
content, right? You flag crazy content, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's like
yeah. You gotta be. I turn off all the news notifications, and maybe when I'm bored at work, I'll look at the New York Times. But you just gotta get off it. TikTok, social media, I feel like is probably like not the best source for it either, because like people a lot of doom and gloom.
what is it
But
called? You said doom.
doom and gloom.
What's that exactly?
Just like a lot of like negativity out there
Okay.
on Instagram, TikTok. A lot of positivity too, though. A lot of people are positive.
That's the blessing. That's why we have
The
the Patty Show,
algorithm,
you
yeah.
know?
You gotta be careful what you like on the algorithm.
Absolutely. That's why I like the Patty Show on TikTok,
Yeah, shout out to
Instagram,
the Patty Show, man.
YouTube, all that. We're all good vibes, you know?
Yeah,
No negative stuff, no negative
absolutely.
Nancy's, man. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the negativity, man, this kind of blends into the previous question, but how can we prioritize, the self-care without feeling negative or guilty or selfish? Because like, when we're, sometimes our mind, especially we're hustling. This guy's a hustler right here. I know for me personally, bro, the days like I feel like we talked about this before, like just doing nothing, bro. You feel kind of guilty, man.
You
Where you
do,
just
you
like,
do.
right? How do you combat that? How do you tell them like, yo, shut up, Ali? You need 10 minutes. You need an hour of just like, like how do you do
I
that,
think
bro?
like what I do is I look at it like on a wider scope, by my week to week, my month to month.
Mm.
And this month I'm really busy. It's okay if I take a couple of days off. You know what I mean? I need it, right? You got to put yourself first. Um, Also, like, I think being us older siblings and from immigrant families,
Yeah,
um, I think a lot of times we prioritize our family over our own needs sometimes, which is is a good thing, but can be a lot, right? Helping out.
absolutely,
Like when I
bro.
lived at home, like I was helping out my siblings and parents with a lot of stuff. My
Yeah,
mom went
bro.
back to school, so helping out with
Shout
that.
out to her. She's working hard, bro.
Community college, you know what I mean? Or my dad with like
Hmm.
paperwork, documents, or
Yeah,
whatever, and it's a lot. And just when you're about to lay down on the couch, they always ask you to do something more. And
yeah.
grateful that I have them there to ask me to do that. But
It
you
is
gotta just
hard,
put
bro.
yourself. You gotta look at it the big picture. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you spend 8 hours sleeping, right? Maybe less. And you got 8 hours of working. That's 16 hours of the day. You got 8 hours left. Couple hours, whatever. And back to like the point I was making earlier. Whatever you can hit with two birds with one stone. You know what I mean?
Be efficient with it.
Because we all get that feeling, the Sunday scaries, right? When you're laying
Oh,
down in bed and
yeah.
yeah, do it. And don't feel guilty about it. I mean, it's easier said than done, but you got to kind of really you got to love yourself first before you can do anything else, right?
I
So
agree with that. Man, I'm glad that you mentioned the whole like, oldest of like a immigrant family where
yeah,
like you think you got everything done, like the days done, especially when we were commuting, bro. That was I
yeah,
know for me
yeah,
personally too, bro. It was so hard
yeah,
where like you go home late at night after all the clubs that we did because we're super active on campus, right? You did
yeah.
what club was it? The weren't you in like the
I
politics?
did boxing club. I did community student association.
Yeah.
I started my own Arab American
Oh
club.
yeah, Joseph.
Just
Joseph.
sort, yeah. Shout out to
Yeah, man,
that.
that was fun.
I was also an RA, so
And
like
you did what's it called? Weren't you like student governance?
Oh yeah, FUSA,
You
Fair
yeah, yeah.
Use Student Association. I was a
And
senator.
while you were commuting, bro, it wasn't easy, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also ran for president. Like
Yeah.
VP.
Yeah,
Lost
that
though, but
so
good.
it's like it's hard. People don't realize like the looking at it back then now it's like encouraging because you're like, wow, we
Yeah,
overcome a lot and I learned a lot. I'm sure you did too, bro. We've grown so much. Like I'm grateful for the opportunity. But during the moment, so if anyone's dealing with it right now, it is hard. Like you just have to acknowledge that it's hard, but it's not the end of the world. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's gonna be hard, easier said than done. Like, absolutely, I agree. Because there were some moments I can't lie to you, man. You know, after a late night, you get home super late. You got to commute again in the morning.
Yep.
But then you still have assignments to, and then mom or dad's like, "Yo, we need help translating this and
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this and whatever and all that stuff." And it's like,
Writing emails,
yeah,
text
bro,
messages, bro.
literally, email, text messages. Oh, this is a voicemail from my boss. What does it mean? Like, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
although, damn, bro, I'm throwing it back now. That's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know when they
Yeah,
like, yo, what's
yeah.
this?
Dude, dad gives me his phone, be like, send a text to the tenants. Be like, what?
There we go. Yeah, exactly, bro. And then you're like, what? And then also when we were even younger, right? Because
Yeah.
probably I can't remember when exactly it was, but like I remember the time in like middle school or like elementary, all these crazy illegal documents I have to read through. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I barely understood my ABCs, bro. You know?
Yeah, man, when you're an immigrant, you get thrown into the fire, bro.
Yeah,
You don't
man.
know. You don't know. It's
But
tough, but it builds character. We're here
absolutely,
now, you know what I mean?
and here we are, and that's how we connect so
Hell yeah.
well. That connection, and bro, this guy right here, another flowers, man.
Thank
You
you,
are
bro. Here,
killing
you
it,
take all the
bro.
flowers too, bro. You know what I mean?
But we'll share the flowers. We got a bouquet
Yeah,
of
yeah.
flowers, man.
Patty the pleasure over here. Yes,
I
sir.
like to give pleasure. What can I say? You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
But I love that you said to not be guilty whenever you enjoy yourself, because before you can take care of anybody else, you really
You gotta
have
take care
to.
of yourself. Yeah, at the end of the day, because if we've all been to the point we've taken care of others. Again, back to the whole immigrant, older brother, older sibling thing. Like you burn out, and then that just you burn out, and then you just enter a cycle of stress, anxiety, and you know what I mean. Like you just gotta break it and put yourself first. And I think it comes with experience and time. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna say I'm able to do that every day. So
Same. I think it's also hard because now I think about me personally too. I'm like, man, I always try to put people ahead of me, especially like family, because shout out to my family. I love y'all. But there has to be a time where you kind of just like, man, I need to organize in my schedule Sunday at 5 p.m.
do
for
you,
an
do you
hour.
use like a calendar or anything? Or
I mean, I like to use Apple
yeah,
Calendar. Shout out to Apple
everyone
Calendar,
uses that
sponsor me.
now. I should probably use it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't use it too. Like, I have some friends and some people on the podcast. Shout out to you. But bro, I'm telling you, they what is it called? Calculate every part of their day.
Yeah,
Like, imagine for 25 minutes, call Ali or call
yeah.
them. Which honestly, depending on the person, I think it works because, like we were talking about, busy schedules, young professionals, all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. You barely have time to call your friends, even for example. Like,
Yeah,
luckily we still like chat every now and
yeah,
then.
yeah,
But it's different now than like when we were in college. We could literally like, yo, let's meet in the dining hall. Let's
yeah.
meet in the library. Now let's meet across the
Where
country.
you live on the West Coast, I live in the East. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like
oh
the
man,
distance, man. It's long distance. But
long
we always
distance, man.
still
You're like that one that got away, bro.
the one that got away.
Oh yeah,
And then maybe would you ever consider moving West Coast though? Or?
hell yeah. Why not? I wouldn't matter. I wouldn't mind. I'm
Yeah.
open. You know what I mean? Like
Imagine you got some law school up in.
I love New York City, and I see myself here for a couple of years. But like I mean, I'm never gonna say no.
Mm,
In the West Coast, opportunity comes. The lady wants to come too.
there we go. That's
You know what
perfect.
I mean? Why not?
I always loved your open mindedness though, because from the beginning, bro, you also grown a lot, bro. Honestly, like I'm thinking about you freshman year to like senior year to now, bro, in the best way possible. You still
Yeah.
have the goofiness, which I love. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Like the second I came back here again, even though I haven't seen you like almost a year, so like a while, like a
Yeah,
while.
10 months, 10 months.
Yeah,
Yeah, 10 months.
yeah, bro. Basically, a year. So at
Yeah,
that point,
yeah.
like you still, it felt like I saw you yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of like
You just
friendships
pick
and
things up. That's
connections.
the friendship, bro. You just
Yeah,
pick it up like you never left.
it's hard to find those relationships nowadays.
Yeah.
But whenever this is a tip, whenever you guys find your friends, your tribe, your people that you can just like come back together like a random Lego piece, just like fit in
Yeah.
again. Hold on to them while you can, but also don't worry. You don't have to see them every day. Like
Yeah.
we're all doing our own grind, and I'm grateful you're doing your thing. I'm grateful you're supporting me because we're all doing all different things, which is crazy. Like
Yeah.
my closest friends, y'all are all in different paths. Someone wants to
Yeah.
go to law school, someone doing occupational therapy, someone's working for a big tech firm. You're like,
Some of us hunt bunnies. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
there we
Some of
go.
us are
Some of them
hunters.
just love the hunt the bunnies,
Yeah.
and it's okay. Bunnies are cool. I love bunnies.
You like bunnies? Some people like deer. Some people like bears.
We
You know
like
what I
it
mean?
all.
You know what I
We don't
mean?
discriminate. You
Yeah.
know,
Patty definitely doesn't.
absolutely. And I endorse that message. But man, the final talking point today, man, actually, it kind of brings everything
Yeah.
together into a bow. A very holistic approach, cultivating holistic well-being. Look at all these big words right here. Went to Jesuit school. That's how educated we are,
Yeah.
bro. What are some key elements of holistic well-being, and how can we incorporate them into our lives. How would you describe that, man, in your words?
Yeah, I mean, holistic. When I think of holistic, I think of like mind, body, and spirit, right? Those are values right
There we
there for
go.
Stanford
There we go.
University, especially the mind part. You know what I mean? Like we talk about the body, like your body is. I feel like, at least for me, maybe not for
Hmm.
everyone, but like body's when people think of their body, think of the gym, working out,
Yep.
being healthy, eating healthy.
Hmm.
That's like kind of like you know probably the easiest of the three, in my opinion, for me at least.
Hmm.
I think the spirituality and mind are kind of they go hand in hand, but they're also tough. Um, and it really depends on this. Some of us are spiritual, some of us are not, right? Like I'm Muslim, and my faith ebbs and flows at times, but I'm still
Still stay
spiritual,
strong as you can, yeah.
still strong,
Yes, sir.
because it's what I grew up with. And I think just like mentally, like how do you train your mind? How do you make sure your mind is up there on par with your spirituality and your body, right? Like,
Mm.
and it's tough because the mind is like a very it's like a black box. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
That's a good
you get,
analogy.
yeah, you don't know what's in there, right? You might not. You know what I mean? You got thoughts, you got actions, you got ideas that come and go.
Hmm.
I don't know about how you are, but like me, like for example, I was working out and like I just think about random stuff from a couple of years ago.
Really?
Yeah, just random stuff.
Like in like high school stuff,
Like
even?
the first time we met, man. Like when you introduced yourself as Patty the Pleasure, and you put your hair down. Um,
The pleasure.
yeah, just random memories. You never get like random like memories, like working out and just think of random stuff.
Yeah, I think for me personally, when it's like in the zone, bro, sometimes I
Yeah,
just like
yeah, in the zone.
I
Yeah,
blank out, and then a memory just comes out of nowhere.
yeah,
Like it just comes out of nowhere.
yeah. Are you listening? You see someone that looks similar, left and right.
Bro, I've had that a lot, and I had like dreams, for example, where it's like, man, I think I know this person, but I don't.
So I don't remember my dreams as much, but I talk in my sleep. So I do talk in my sleep. Not as much though. It'd be like
Like, what do you say, bro? Like, do you speak in Arabic?
no, no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
imagine
no, English. If
that'd
I
be
ever
kind of,
speak Arabic in my sleep,
especially if you're on a plane, bro. Let's say,
someone call a priest and
yeah,
perform an exorcism because yeah, no, if I fall asleep on a plane speaking Arabic,
Bro,
bug in.
yeah,
Throw me out the plane without the parachute.
essentially,
Yeah, basically do that. You
that's what
have
would
my
happen.
permission.
Oh,
Not you, Mr. FBI, but
yeah, for real.
everyone
Stop
else.
playing FBI.
Yeah, I think it's tough. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I think something I got to work on holistically, and yeah, I think some things get trained more than others, and that's just the natural way of things.
Man, that's
Um,
crazy, man. Because I
I
think
mean, like, what
about
do you do? Well,
what when I'm
I,
sleeping.
no, well, I
Sorry.
already know what you do when you're sleeping. Like the whole world knows, especially everyone in Sweden. But
Oh, there we go. Shadow Sweden.
what do you do holistically with your mind, body, spirit? Or like, what does that
Bro,
mean?
I think it's something I'm still always trying to uncover, man. Because I was raised super Christian, man,
Yeah.
super religious background, families, full of pastors. Everyone's like a pastor. My uncle's a pastor. Grandma, grandpa's, uncles, dogs, cousins, nephews. Everyone's pastor, basically. My mom's like in school right now for that
Oh,
stuff.
really? Nice.
Yeah, she's getting the. I mean, she's always been like in the church and
Yeah, yeah,
everything. And I've always held on to it, those values and like that spirituality, and I've never really let go. But I feel like you were saying, the ebbs and flow kind of thing.
yeah,
It might be because of college and also some other external factors, but just like noticing different things in life and just experience. When you experience so many things, it's hard to stay fixed onto one thing.
hmm
And that's why I mentioned like seeing your growth, bro, because you're someone that's like very open minded, bro.
yeah,
In a beautiful way where it's like you're not changing your core though. You're not changing the essence of at least this way, but like
yeah,
you're gonna evolve in other ways. You're not like doing how some people they go to a different place and they're 100% chameleon.
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like that can be dangerous where it's like you truly don't know who you are then at this
yeah,
point because you're like, okay, with the homies, I'm gonna be yo, what's up, man, what's up, and then the other ones are gonna be, hey, dad, get out my ground, or like stuff like that.
hmm
You kind of are, you don't know your identity
yeah,
actually, and that's kind of scary because then you don't have the full holistic circle of that, the mind, the
yeah,
body, and the spirit. Thankfully, the body I think is helpful for me because like personal training and like I just love training a lot, so it's super fun playing all those sports. The mind is something that I'm glad you pointed out. It's you said it was a black box, right?
yeah,
I like that analogy a lot because it can mean so many things. Because the black box means it's almost like unlimited,
yeah,
if that makes sense. So you're literally just like the mind can wander here, there, and for like, for example, like I'm in entertainment. Thanks again for supporting as always.
yeah.
sometimes you gotta be delusional, bro, as an
You have
entertainer,
to be,
man.
yeah.
Or like anybody, whenever you have a big dream, because if it's a dream and it looks like, now I was gonna speak Indonesian to you, but you can't reach it. You can't reach it, right? You need that delusion to kind of like be like, man, forget all the noise, all the white noise.
Yeah.
I want to be in the box and go for whatever I want, and it can be anything, whatever that dream is. Maybe you're like, I want to be a lawyer and also have my own podcast and do this and
Yeah.
this and that. Like
And you can do multiple things at once. I think people are
absolutely.
always like, "Oh, you need to focus one thing." No, bro. Like, you want to go to school, go to school. You want to work out, work out. You can fit. You are. I think the beautiful thing about being a human being is that you have free will, you have determination.
Hmm.
You are, not to sound cliche, you are in control of your fate, your destiny. Um, and there's some things we can't hold, like we can't control, whether that be the weather, whether that be like where we're born, socioeconomic factors. But I think the thing about being a human is like, you can really shape yourself. You know?
I like that a lot, bro. The shaping of it, because the thing is, people think we're so pigeonholed to think like, oh, especially in college. Now I think about college, everyone's like, oh, what's your major? And then
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you major in finance, you have to go into finance. You
yeah,
major in economics,
absolutely.
yeah. You
And
just
then
do whatever you gotta do.
it makes sense with you, bro. You were a double major, so you were like, man, forget this. I'm gonna try it all.
Yeah, I mean, I got politics. Politics was a great degree, great major, and then I picked up economics, also great, and now
Did you
here I am,
minor in anything, by the way, or
Islamic world studies.
shout out, shout out? They
Yeah,
gave
man.
you by default. They gave me
Honestly,
Asian
no,
studies by
the
default,
beard
bro.
was too short.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
You
No, no, of course not. You crazy? You
I
think?
believe that,
But
bro.
I know he was ready to believe it
I'm
too.
gonna say,
No,
bro. Yeah,
bro.
you minored in Asian studies with a concentration in egg roll making.
Yes, egg roll
Uh,
mate. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And then yours was the taco eating, right? Yeah,
yeah. Which I
extracurricular.
learned from you. This dude
No.
Patty knows how to eat a taco. He knows how to eat
Uh,
really well. Hard shell, soft shell doesn't matter. You know what I mean? He knows how to eat it, and that's what he would always order when he was my commuter RA.
yeah. Okay, sure. Don't listen to half the stuff he said. Everything was just a lie. We're just gonna You're the taco master, bro. And I'm gonna have to tell the Snow Bunny Hunter to tell you about that one. We'll get him on the show eventually. But just my final question to kind of wrap things up, man. Kind of goes back to the holistic approach and everything and well-being. How can we maintain the balance, man? I know we talked about balance a little bit, and prioritize our well-being in a fast-paced world. We kind of touched on it a little bit, but just to give more input to the audience and everything.
Yeah, and the world is definitely fast paced. Everything is fast. And how do you prioritize yourself? I mean, there's a couple ways you could do it. I mean, some people need to carve out the time, right?
Mm,
Like you need to we're talking about calendars. Maybe you got to put an hour down on your phone, and be like, hey,
yeah.
self care.
Some people are
Uh,
like literally like,
you
bro,
need
to
to
the
do that.
second, bro.
Some people are like, go with the flow. I mean, it comes, it comes. And I think I probably lean towards the bucket of like, hey, go with the flow. Maybe I'll open my computer and be like, I want to do some work, and I'm like, nope, I'm lazy. I worked all day today. I want to chill and relax.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to play some Smash Bros. Or like
Smash Bros,
PlayStation.
Mario Party,
Any
Fortnite.
games you recommend for the people to play out there?
I mean, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. I mean, there's a good ones, Mario
Super
Party.
Smash Bros is the one where they're all fighting, right? Like the
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
like you got Sonic too,
yeah, yep.
and
All of
everybody like
those,
that.
yeah, yeah. They got Zelda, your favorite, and
Which one? Was Zelda my favorite?
that's your favorite. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I think I know why he's gonna say that. He needs help.
And then yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, eventually, what's gonna happen is like if you don't make time for yourself, you're gonna make time for yourself. Like it's inevitable because you're gonna either crash out, burn out, and you're
Oof.
gonna have to make time for yourself.
Yeah,
That's the painful way of doing so. Now you can be meaningful and be like, hey, let me make some time for myself, and then you avoid the burnout, you avoid the pain and the misery that comes with it, and you enjoy the time with yourself. You're gonna like it's inevitable. You know what I
yeah,
mean? People always crash, right? They always come down, right? At one point, you could be on top of the world, grinding, hustling, but then your body's gonna catch up with you, your mind's gonna catch up with you, your spirituality, and then you're gonna be coming down. So
man. I'm glad that you pointed out because I might need to listen to your advice. Because yeah,
yeah, I need to
it's
listen to my own advice. You know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
but it's true, man. Because you don't realize that you're on go green, 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 green. Sometimes you just need to pull over to the side and
Yeah,
take a little pit stop, get some more gas, because you
yeah.
can only push for so long. We're not these electric vehicles, and even them, you need to charge them again, kind of
You
thing.
need to charge them again, and they degrade. Over time.
There
Gotta
we go.
take care of
The
them.
more you know. Shout out to Tesla,
Elon
sponsored
Musk, yo,
by.
Elon Musk, get this man on a Cybertruck. You
Come
know
on,
what I
now
mean?
stop playing, bro.
Yeah.
I see them a lot in LA actually.
Dude, I see him. I'm pretty sure I saw one. I saw a video in Lebanon. They got them in Lebanon now.
Really?
Yeah,
I think I
Cybertruck.
saw one in Indonesia. I'm
Yeah,
like,
bro, they're
wait,
everywhere
what?
now.
How y'all doing that? Like, that's
I see them all the time in Manhattan. They're so
what do you
ugly.
think about them? They're
They're
like,
ugly. They're hideous.
but have you been in one yet or no?
No, I'm sure it's cool on the inside. I'm sure it's a good car. But I mean, you know what I mean. Like, it's one of those things where you just get used to it.
Mm.
Now looking at it, I'm not like so shocked by it, but they are ugly when they first came out. But hey, to each their own. If you like ugly cars, go for after.
I mean, that's
car.
another thing too with all the new different things. You think something like stuff just adapts. Like people eventually just get used to it. You know, like like those dad shoes, bro. Isn't it crazy? Like now,
Yeah,
they're popular, bro.
yeah.
Like before,
Or
I
like
don't know,
baggy pants. Everyone's
bro.
wearing
Baggy pants.
now.
Too.
Yeah.
I wear them too. I'm not gonna lie, they're comfy.
I gotta start wearing them too.
Cause my thighs, bro, are like thick.
Well, I wear skinny jeans. And my girlfriend was.
Yeah,
So I was like,
I know because they're not trending anymore,
she
bro.
roast. I know, but I didn't know that.
Bro, it's crazy because it's gonna be a life cycle again. Next 10 years, it's gonna be back.
Yeah, I didn't know skinny jeans were out of. When did they fall out of cycle? Like
A couple years ago, man.
2017?
I don't know. Don't quote me on it. Like around 2020s, I think.
Yeah, the 2020s.
Yeah, because the new era is different. Like because I have my younger sister.
Where do you shop to get your baggy pants?
Thrifting, bro. Shout out to thrifting.
Yeah, I should start thrifting in New York City,
bro. I'm sure there's a lot. We should go, bro. The next couple days, man. While I'm here.
Let's go. I'm down. You want to go?
Oh, of course. Let's go right now. Bring the fire to the.
Let's do it.
But bro, because also that's another thing with like fashion and trends. It always like comes and goes. So
yeah,
it just.
And we know you're fashionable.
I'm trying, yo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be fashionable like my sensei over here.
Nah, man. I'm over here wearing a sweatshirt. Look at you wearing a nice like t-shirt and you got your hair slicked back. Who you gonna see after this?
That's to be determined. That's to be determined.
You're gonna know the local taqueria. I know.
Okay. You're crazy for that. I'm going to Petco, bro. Actually. Yes, for no particular reason.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Delicacies.
Delicacies, of course. I'm just kidding. We have been bugging out over here. Ali, you're a clown. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, my brother.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for coming here, and also thanks for hosting me in this wonderful place. Anything to say to the audience, final words of encouragement, inspiration, and all that stuff, good vibes you want to give?
Do whatever makes you happy. Be happy. Chase it. Go after it. Don't listen to the haters, and everything will be okay. You'll figure it out.
Man,
guys, go to therapy.
Go to therapy. Highlight, exclamation point, all that good stuff.
Yes,
man,
sir.
This guy, again, just another huge shout out to you, man. Flower section, the bouquet.
Thank you.
I can't believe it took 20.
Shout out to you, bro. You're making big moves out here. You know what I mean? Next Jackie Chan over here, right here.
I'm trying. New Karate Kid's coming out. You saw? I don't know if you saw.
I know you're in it. Aren't you in it?
I wish. I can't say too much. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm there, maybe I'm not.
Yeah.
Shout out to the NDAs. I hate NDAs, but it's the worst feeling ever. It's so weird, like not like doing something and then not being able to tell people about it, and they have like a sniper on you. Like I can't imagine doing those.
Hey man, do what you gotta do. Don't tell anyone. We'll see. I'm sure. I got AMC A-list now.
Oh yeah?
You have that? It's like $20 a month for 3 movies.
I know
a week.
My brother has. I know my brother's gonna kill me.
Dude, I wasn't gonna get it for the longest time. I saw Interstellar last night.
Oh, how was it, bro? By the way,
in the IMAX. Yeah, it was good. It was the second time. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the AMC subs, like, I might have more time to watch movies, but bro, like I said, I've been.
Yeah, you're grinding. You're grinding.
I've been.
Be like. Put yourself first, bro. Watch your movie.
He got me, guys. I'm gonna watch Wicked tomorrow, so I should be finding the balance. Look, see. But I don't know. It's just I think for me personally, also it's funny because the stuff that I'm doing, like even the personal training, though it's work.
Yeah.
It's nice helping people because I know how it feels like.
Yeah.
With that, like the body positivity and everything, and then of course with my podcast stuff, I've been doing like back-to-back episodes, but it's been so fueling and such a fun time. So I'm super grateful, all the acting and everything, and I just want to keep going. But I am gonna take that advice because the holidays are around the corner. I need to take my time. Everyone, remember that advice. What was it? Be
happy. Yep. Chase your happiness and don't listen to the haters.
Absolutely. And you guys can find us, remember, at Patty Show Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, pattyshow.podbean.com. My personal website now is pattysetziati.com. If you're looking for podcast at the end, /fitness for a personal trainer. I do online, in person in LA, all that stuff. If you want a personal one, I can show him some personal stuff.
Patty pleasure.
All that pleasure. And then where can we find you again on Instagram, Brody?
Lebanese Ali, Lebanese Ali, Lebaneseali.
There we go. We're gonna hold you accountable though for that law school stuff. Are you taking the test one again?
I don't know if I'm gonna take it again. I did good on it. I might take it again because it took out a hard section. So we'll see. Next cycle I'm gonna apply. Hold me there.
Next cycle.
September. September of next year.
2025?
Yeah.
Well, y'all remember that. Put it on the notes, y'all.
And if I don't, throw me off the plane. If I can get on one after this podcast.
Yeah, he's FBI, please don't listen. Everything grain of salt. Like, please don't listen to it. Bro, we can't go to Bali, bro, now because of you, though.
We'll take a ship. We're fine.
Oh, we're taking shit, bro. You know how long this shit will take from
Hey,
New York?
man, just like the good old days.
The good
Our
old days.
ancestors did it. Why can't we?
I don't think.
They also didn't live that long, so
Yeah, so it would just
fine.
been like a.
We'll
Yeah.
take my magic carpet.
We'll take a. This is usually one day we'll have the episode with all of us. You,
Yeah, let's do
everyone,
it.
and all the boys. Shout out to all the boys. Shout out to everybody. Find him on Instagram. Hold him accountable. And yeah, Patty Show season 3 is going strong. Like I said, we keep moving around. Next episode, we're gonna focus a little bit on positivity, good vibes. It's always good vibes out here. And we're gonna end with our favorite little arigato on 3. Are you ready for that, my man?
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Arigato. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. PattySetiati.com/podcast, as well as PattyShow.podbean.com have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.